first time right now, that's fine with me. So my name is Dr. Pranab Dev. I am a visiting faculty at Pumba, and for the next few weeks, we will be talking about product management. The total course is product management and services marketing. So services marketing will be taken by my colleague, Professor Jain, and product management is what I will be talking about. So to begin with, give me a minute. I'll just close the door. Give me a minute. I'm locking the door. Thanks. So what we will do for the next few weeks is talk about product management. So let's go to the next slide. Adnan, how do I navigate the slide?
So only I'll be able to navigate the slide.
Okay, thanks. Right. So to begin with, let us find out what is a product. Now, in your first trimester, you have gone through a course known as marketing management. In that marketing management, you have gone through something known as marketing mix. And the mix included product, price, place, and promo. 4 things. Where you're talking about how a marketing manager can use these 4 to achieve business success. So in a few places, the product is important. For example, in medical, where the quality of the product is more important than the price. For example, if the drug for coronavirus just gets released and it takes about 200 rupees per capsule, I'm sure there will be about 100 million people who will buy it on the first day. Suppose if your price of that product is 1,000 rupees a capsule, I'm sure that same 100 million will buy. So in pharma, product is more important than price. If you're releasing a movie, then it is important that promo is taken care of, which means promo is more important than, than product. Or else how do you say, or how do you justify Dabang 1, Dabang 2, Dabang 3, and all of them have got 300 crores plus. So promo. So what I'm trying to say here is that as a marketing manager, you should be very, very aware about what can give you the maximum returns, whether it is product or is it price, or is it promo, or is it place? Or for example, if you talk about Coke or any FMCG product, the most important thing is your distribution channel. And the reason is very simple, because most companies or most products have a very similar competitor. For example, Coke and Pepsi are similar. So if you go to Pumba canteen and you ask for a Coke, and the canteen guy says, I have got a Pepsi, you have 2 choices. One, you take your bike, go out of the Pumba, cross the street, go to the Kirana shop and get a Coke, which involves about 15 minutes of traveling to and fro. Or you say, okay, Pepsi de do. So what I'm trying here is that if Coke and Pepsi have to fight, it has to fight on the distribution channel. That is, if you go to the canteen of Pumba, whatever is available, you will buy it. Which means, because they are close competitors, I would buy a product which is a competitor. Even though I wanted a Coke, I'll buy a Pepsi. So where did Coke lose out? Because it did not have a bottle in the Pumba canteen. So distribution channel is vital for products like FMCG, cool drinks, whether you're talking about dahi, you're talking about rice, you're talking about any FMCG product. Most products have got very close competitors. And for a customer, a close competitor is also equally approved compared to the original choice. So this is what I'm trying to say, that as a marketing manager, you should know what works: product or price or place or promo. Now, come back to the next phase. The next phase is services marketing. I'm sure you're going through services marketing now. Now in services marketing, these four is not sufficient, which means I need something else to sell my service. Now what is the something else? One, people. Yeah, people. You have somebody saying, hey, buy Airtel. It's very fast. People. Two, process. I'm sure, I take one example which is very common for all of us. I'm sure every one of you have got a favorite chaatwala. That is where you go in the evening and you order for some chaat, bel puri or whatever, SPDP, yeah? And you'll find, and if you actually analyze why you go there every time, you'll find that the process which he uses is different for every customer. We talk about CRM. The best people with CRM are the chartwalas. They know every customer, every regular customer. They know what he or she needs. Kitna tikha dalna hai, kitna pyaz dalna hai, and so on. And he makes it exactly as per what you want. So the process is the seller. You go to that chartwala because the process he follows is the one you like. So in services marketing, the second P is process. And the third, physical evidence. For example, all of you are doing an MBA from Pumba, one of the leading MBA colleges in the country. At the end of 2 years, some of you say, okay, what we get after 2 years? If I ask you, what did you get after 2 years? Some of you will bluff and say, we had a lot of knowledge and all those things. I listened to it. Is it only knowledge? You get a lot of other things. You get knowledge, you get an enhancement of your personality, you get a lot of things which are important for you as a professional for the next 40 years. Remember, these 2 years of hard work will feed you for the next 40 years, right? So you have knowledge, you have personality, you have n number of things. But in addition to that, when you go for an interview, they require a physical evidence. What is the physical evidence? The degree certificate which says SPPU MBA. So this is where services marketing requires 3 more P's. It requires product, price, place, promo, people, process, and physical evidence. So these are the 7 P's of services mark what you have done in the first semester or trimester. Let us come to the third trimester. In the third trimester, I'm sure you must be knowing what we are doing now is opening up these 7 P's. You will have a course on product management. You will have a course on services marketing. You will have a course on distribution channel. You will have a course on pricing mechanisms. You will have a course on IMC, that is integrated marketing communication. That is your promo. So this is what we are doing. We are now taking these 7 P's and trying to understand a little bit more about how it helps marketing. Okay, so product manager. So when you have a product manager, suppose if I have a, do you have a pricing manager? Actually, no. Pricing is a determinant which is done from the top management. Do you have a promotional manager? Of course, you have a promotion manager. Do you have a distribution manager? Of course, you've got a distribution manager. Do you have a people manager? Of course, you have a people manager, and so on. So we are now talking about a product manager. Now, remember, what is a product? Now, let's first define what is a product. Again, that is all what you have done in the first trimester. Product. A product is anything which can be sold. Am I right? Anything which can be sold.
Yes,
Can
sir.
I take a minute? Just a second. I'm sorry. I thought there was somebody at the door. Now, coming back to product. So product is anything which can be sold. Even if you take private tuitions for your classmate and your classmate pays you, maybe by treating you to 2 vada pavs, your teaching is a product. Yeah. So product, anything which can be sold. So there are 3 kinds of product. One, which is what we know very well, and that is a product which can be seen, which can be tasted or something. Yeah. Another product which you do not taste it or feel it or anything, but you see it. Do you know what I'm talking about?
A movie?
Yeah.
An experience.
Okay. Sorry. So, one, tangible. 2, intangible. So tangible products are that products which you can see, you can feel, you can taste, and so on. Intangible product which you cannot see, you cannot taste, you cannot feel, but it's a product. Like a movie is a product, right? So a tangible product, your car, your laptop, your printer, your mobile. Intangible product, the Airtel subscription, and so on. So tangible, intangible. There is a third type of product, which is known as services. Now, this brings us to a very important, yeah, Vaibhav? Shubham side one, okay. I don't know why I'm not able to hear. Speaker is 100%, Adnan. Is there anything I can put on?
No, try using your earphones. Can you hear me?
Okay, can you speak?
आवाज आ रही है?
Okay, can you speak? Anybody?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
you're audible.
You're audible, sir, now.
Okay, okay, we will check. Done. Okay, so what we do is turn off original sound. Why? Okay, so what we do now is let's go to the product manager. Okay, so let's talk about what does a product manager do. What we do is, one, if you look at it, you will find a product manager is in the center, and there are n number of activities what he is doing. Now let's talk about a product manager. A product manager has a product, and he is responsible for, one, getting raw materials, two, getting the product made, three, getting it packed, four, ensuring that the package has the relevant information, five, ensure that there is a publicity for the product, six, maybe help in sales, right? Go back. Yeah. Okay. Maybe help in sales and a lot of other things. So a product manager is the ultimate authority on a product. If you go to Hindustan Lever or any other FMCG product company, you'll find that the person selling Lux and the person selling, let's say, Kisan Jam will have two different ways of selling the product. It is feasible and possible that the same Kirana shop has Kisan Jam, Kisan sauce, and also Lux. The question is it the same person who's selling all these? The answer is no. And the reason is very simple, because a product manager will be responsible for only Lux. He is least bothered what other products Hindustan Lever sells. He is only bothered about Lux. So a product manager is responsible for the product, period. How to get the raw materials, where to manufacture, how to advertise, how to get the research done on what kind of a product will sell. How does the legal aspects do? For example, there are some products where you need a lot of permissions. You cannot manufacture a product just out of thin air. You need permissions. And suppose if that product is to be manufactured in different parts of the world. Lux is manufactured across the world. You have a manufacturing plant in India, you have a manufacturing plant in US, you have a manufacturing plant in UK or maybe Holland. I mean, I'm sure you know Unilever is a Anglo-Dutch company, that is British and Dutch. It's a Dutch company. So obviously they will have different laws across different countries. So the question here is, what should a product manager do? Obviously, why do we have 10 more minutes, Adnan? I thought it's 1 hour.
There is a cap on the meeting for 40 minutes. Once these 10 minutes are over, then I will schedule another meeting and we'll start again.
Chat.
I'll do that.
Why do we have 1 hour? Why do you have 9 minutes? I thought we are here from 2 to 3. Oh, cap of 30 minutes? Okay. So can you extend it by another 25 minutes or so? Okay. Done. Okay. Right. So coming back to the product manager, as I said, a product manager of an FMCG company is responsible for all aspects of the product. So please give yourself 1 or 2 minutes and look at this chart. Just a couple of minutes. So you have in the center the product manager, and he starts with the suppliers, the traders, and he goes up to advertising, media, promotion, packaging, purchasing, publicity, sales, research, fiscal, legal, R&D. Everything is under his purview. So this is what is the product manager's interactions, product manager's work, right? So let's go to the next. Right. So we now come into 3 different types of company structure. Now, I'm sure you have gone through OB, organizational behavior, and OD. Have you gone through OB?
Yes, sir.
And organizational design?
Yeah.
Okay. If you look at an organization, every organization is different. You might have a few industries having the same structure, or maybe industries having different structure. Or it is feasible that one industry has several structures among the different companies. It is all fine. What we will do now is we will talk about 3 different structures in the next about, say, we got 6 minutes, 50 seconds. The 3 structures, one is the product focus structure. Give yourself a minute, look at what it is. Give yourself a minute or about 10 seconds. So you will start with the head of the company. There are 4 different, I would say, work which the company does: manufacturing, marketing, finance, communication. Under marketing, you have research, product management, and support. Under product, you have manager A, manager B, manager C, each having a product. So product A might be Lux, product B might be Kisan Jam, product C might be maybe Rin, or even bigger brand, maybe Surf. So one company and having 3 product managers, or why 3? The product managers can be n numbers depending on the number of products the company has. For example, Hindustan Unilever has got more than 300 products, out of which about 50 are blockbusters, like Surf, like Kisan, like Lux, and so on. These are blockbusters. It also has products which you have never heard about. For example, have you heard about something known as Kaziranga National Park? Is the 2nd largest national park in the world after South Africa. Now, Kaziranga National Park is the only place where you have the Indian rhinos, the one-horned rhinos, right? You don't get rhinos in any other place. Of course, in a zoo, yes, but in a national park, only one in the world. Now, rhinos, contrary to their size and build, are vegetarian. Okay, and the rhinos need some very specific food, which the government provides. And this food is made in a camp. Since you have not been to Assam, it is a place just about, say, 30 kilometers from the national park. There, they make, there is a company which makes rhino food. And that company is owned by Hindustan Unilever. So Hindustan Unilever makes Lux, makes Surf, makes quality ice cream, and it also makes rhino food, right? So obviously there is a product manager, Rhino Foods. Yeah, there is, obviously. He will have only one client in the whole world, and that is Kaziranga National Park, 30 kilometers away. So maybe every week or maybe every 2nd or 3rd day, he will take a car go from that manufacturing place, go up to the Kaziranga National Park, meet the head, and talk about supplies on a weekly basis or a daily basis, and come back. He's also a product manager with one client. The product manager of Lux has got about 200 million clients. Yeah, obviously, everybody who uses Lux is a client. The product manager of Quality Ice Cream might have about 50 million clients. The product manager of maybe any other, let's say Kisan Sauce, will again have 20 crore, that is 200 million clients. So the point I'm trying to make is, the product manager is responsible for the product, whether it is Rhinoceros Food or whether it is Lux. So this is what is a product-focused structure, right? Let's go to the next. Now remember, this has got 4 layers. Remember this, nothing much, just 4 layers. Let's go to the next one. Market-focused. This has got 3 layers. What am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say here is that market-focused organizations are very near the market. Product-focused organizations have a long product structure to get a product in the market or a set of products in the market. Market-focused organizations, on the other hand, is very near the market, which means the head of the company and the manager market ABC has got only one guy in between, the marketing manager, nothing else. In a product focus, they have got a huge entire bunch, which is a differentiator between the chief and the market. Market focused, the chief and the market, the difference is almost nothing. It is also feasible and possible that the head of the company or the head of the division gets a report every day from manager A, B, and C. Yeah? For example, if you look at, let's say Byju's, it's a market-focused organization. What does it sell? What does Byju's sell? Even
They're
better,
selling
what
education
does Pumba
services.
sell? Private education services, courses, services. I have got only one word. Since we have got less than 1 minute, I have got only one word. Think about it.
Dream.
Education.
Dreams.
Correct? Dreams. Because Baiju says, use my app and your child gets a lot of marks. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
You have Shah Rukh
Yes,
Khan
sir.
coming on screen and saying, Baiju's with Disney. Wow.
They're saying that you have
So
don't
this
have
is
to
what,
monitor your kid. You
sorry?
don't have to monitor your kid. You don't have to monitor your kid. Your kid will sit and study and will probably not waste time by looking at the phone screen. So that's what they're selling to the parents.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. And that is not all. What is the parents' dreams? We are forgetting that. The parents' dream is very simple. My child will make more marks than my neighbor's child.
That's spirit of
Am I
competition in
wrong?
India. No doubt, sir.
Yeah,
True.
true.
Smart focusing in education. We have to
So
get
the
100 out of
competition
100.
is not among the children, it is among the parents. Right? Because they have to pay the 40,000. And what do they get in 40,000? They get one very low quality Chinese, I wouldn't say laptop, whatever, instrument. And something written where, you know, the line $10. And what do you sell? You please take it. Your child will get more marks than your neighbors. So this is what sells. So this is a market-focused organization. Now in Byju's, why I brought out the word Byju's is because every marketer, field marketer gets the report to the head of the division every day, which means every day in the evening, you will have every field marketer's report uploaded to the divisional head. And let me also tell you, you know the owner of Byju is Byju Ravindran. Byju Ravindran personally gets every report from every region every evening. So the point I'm trying to make is, if there is a problem, for example, you and me are sitting in a home doing nothing because of the lockdown. Byju's people are also under lockdown, but they are not out of job. Every marketer is calling up at least 10 people on phone for selling on the over phone. So they are on the job. That's what I'm trying to say. They are all on the job. Why? Because of the changed circumstances, the decisions taken can be very fast. That is what the market focus organization is. With a changed, any change in the overall marketing or business environment, the company changes very fast. Let's go to the third one. Functionally focused organization. Now, this is something which not many organizations do nowadays, but it still is there. What it says is, if you look at the last line, it says product marketing, advertising, sales promotion, marketing research. Nowhere does it say marketing manager 1, marketing manager 2, marketing manager 3. What it basically means is, these kind of companies use these promotional tools to sell, which means they hardly have any field marketing people. This is what the functionally focused organization talks about, where function is more important than the field marketer, right? What kind of organizations do you think this should be? Where field marketing people are less, where the functions are more important. I'm not saying there are no field marketers. Obviously, marketing research needs field people. Sales promotion needs field people, product marketing needs field people, but product marketing as a division is more important than the people going out and selling. How do you sell BMW?
Sir, to
Do
specific
you
stores.
actually have a yeah,
No, we don't sell BMW.
right?
No.
Okay. Have you ever seen a BMW salesman come to you and say, "Sir, gaadi chahiye kya?"
No, sir,
That will
we
never
go
happen.
there.
No, sir.
Then
They are selling you
immediately
a cookie.
your idea of BMW will be different.
They are selling you a
True.
symbol of respect in society.
Luxury, correct. So if I'm selling BMW, do I need marketing executive?
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, do I?
Yes, sir.
Or do I need, now listen very carefully, or do I need a product marketing team?
The latter one.
The latter one. So what I'm trying to say here is that if you are selling a BMW, you don't sell BMW, you market BMW. Think about it. Am I on the right track?
So we don't need
Yes,
a field
sir.
marketer for that.
Huh?
We don't need a field marketer for that.
Correct. How to sell BMW? One, advertising and promotion. You can give advertisements in the top magazines. You can give an advertisement in the pawn shop. BMW का नया showroom निकला है, जल्दी आ जाओ. Can you give that in the next pawn shop? So when you buy next, no, you
Might
can't.
just happen one day,
Can
sir.
you have a
Might be.
BMW? Sorry, might be.
Sir, at expos, sir, at automobile expos.
Which expo? It has to be a top expo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A top expo.
High quality magazine.
Yes, sir.
Sir, email marketing.
Hello. Yes, I'm willing to listen.
So they mostly focus on below the line marketing through
Correct.
various, like they target only a specific strata of the community through various means such as like direct marketing through email or some membership clubs or something, or
Correct.
like some events, sponsorships.
So also by participating
Yes.
in these events, like rightly Sagar said, like Ford did in Le Mans, they participated in the racing event called Le Mans, and by winning it, so they also market the product by doing such things.
Correct. You know why I'm saying this? Because yeah, sorry, I'm missing out something. Okay. So why I'm saying this is because if you compare it with Maruti, Maruti will have a kiosk almost everywhere. I have even seen a kiosk of Maruti on the highway. Why? Because the product cost is about 3 lakhs, while BMW starts at 50 lakhs. So the quality of people who will buy a Maruti, or the people who will buy Maruti and the people who will buy BMW have a different profile altogether. And that is the reason why we have so many functionally focused organizations. Now these focus more on functions, less on field sales, while the other one talk more of field sales, less of function. That is what I'm talking about in these 3 kinds of business organizations. Second is, I'm sure you're also saying a functionally focused organization is also a very lean organization, right? And the reason being, how many BMWs do you think they want to sell? How many Marutis do they want to sell? Approximately 3 lakhs per year. So because it is 1/10, it is important that one, they maintain their class, and it is important that they understand how many they want to sell. Second is Maruti is a, I would use the word mass consumer, which means the volumes are high, the amount per product is low, that is the profit per product is low. In BMW, the volumes are low, but the profit per product is very high. So it is feasible that out of 20,000, they might make at least say 5 lakhs per car. In Maruti, if they sell 2 lakhs to 3 lakhs, they might make about 10,000 per car. So this is how the differences are. In fact, when Maruti had 800, Maruti was making 4,000 rupees a car, even though they were selling 20,000 per month. So this is how the focused organization should be. So let's go to the next slide and let us find out what is the latest in marketing. Thanks. Yeah. Now, when I say this, we are now in the post-web, but it's all right. The authors have said web means web. Now, why I'm saying web and the second one is data explosion together is because every product will have a lot of competition, not only within the country, but outside the country. So if you are sitting in Pune on your laptop and you want to buy a cable which is available in US, can you do that?
Yes.
Yeah, correct. Question is how? One, on your laptop, the world is there. I can go to that place. Yes, not only web, I will also go to the next one, data explosion. So if I go to Amazon.com, that is the American site, not only do I get a lot of variety, I can buy it using dollars, because today I'm sure you all know every one of us have been given an authority by the Reserve Bank to buy any product up to $2,000 from our SBI credit card, SBI debit card. That means up to 1,50,000 or so, you can buy a product internationally and pay in dollars. I'm sure you know that every time you go abroad, every one of us can withdraw 2,000 US dollars every day of their stay. Even if you go to, let's say, Thailand, Bangkok, you withdraw $2,000 worth, which is about, say about 75,000 baht every day. You are allowed. Similarly, you can buy any product up to $2,000 online from any part of the world and pay in dollars, which is available. So why I'm saying this is because that cable, which is so very important and not available in India and available in US, can be transported back from US to India, and sitting in India, in Pune, with a debit card of State Bank of India which says Indian rupees, you can pay dollars to an American supplier and an American logistics company to supply it from America to Pune and pay in dollars to both of them, the logistics company and the supplier. So with this, because of the data explosion, because the world is now becoming, you can say, increased global competition, because the world is becoming one village, the person sitting in Pune with Indian rupees has access to a product in America which is being sold in US dollars. That is what the global village concept is. We are all part of the global village, right? In fact, coronavirus is also part of global this thing. So what I'm trying to say here is web and data explosion, yeah? Global competition. These are all facts of life. Now, what it basically says is it changes the balance of market power. Yeah. Now, how does it change? I've just been listening to something which says after Corona is over, or after the world becomes better, it is said that about 200 manufacturing companies from China is planning to relocate to India. Of course, that's great news for us. But what I am trying here to say is that the balance of power, which was pro-China, that every company needs a factory in China, is slowly changing. I'm not saying India will benefit, because our laws are so horrible. It is feasible that we may not benefit. But at the end of it, we will, in some way or the other, be part of the world economy, and we are, and we will benefit in some form or. So as a product manager, I have competition from around the world, and I am also a competitor to somebody in the world. So this is what the modern product manager has to be. I stop here, and I am open to any queries from your side. Any queries? You can even chat.
Speak up, Adnan.
Sorry? So wasn't it before COVID-19 due to US-China trade war? Conspiracy theories abound.
So it's very difficult to understand what changes might happen after the coronavirus. We cannot be sure that the companies will come to India or not. They might go to Vietnam or some other country because our laws are pretty bad. But the good part is that we are going to be quite desperate to get all those companies on board. Even if we don't get into recession, the current growth rate we are expected for the financial year 21 is 2%. So I think the government and the economists will get very desperate for a very good recovery. So we might change our laws and allow more companies to come.
What do you say? In Hindi we say, आपके मुंह में घी शक्कर सब कुछ. Okay, anyway, your pen name is coronavirus. Okay, nice. Okay, now what happens is, please share this presentation with us. I have also shared presentation 1 with Adnan. Adnan, can you please share it?
I'll do it, sir. I'll do it.
Okay. Now, good question. In functionally focused organization, they have more profit and less people. Is that so? Not less people, but they are more focused towards profit. So they have more profit. And one thing about functionally focused organization is, if one of the products do not give profit, they can be very quickly removed from the product profile. For example, Tata Motors has got a very high profit products like trucks. They are among the leading 70% of all trucks in India are Tata. They are very good in diesel passenger cars like Indica and Indigo. And they have recently come up with Tigor and Tiago. In between, they came up with a people's car known as Nano. Now, Nano had a lot of promise, but it did not deliver according to people's or Indian people's mentality. So because it is functionally focused, they could very quickly remove Nano from their product profile and still remain profitable. So a functionally focused organization cares for the profit by function, by product, right? So Do they have less people? I don't think so. Less people is a I would say comparative term. So less compared to whom? So that is it. Otherwise, they are absolutely focused towards profit. Yeah, ma'am.
Compared to the product-focused organizations, as they have more layers. So I was wondering that they have more number of people and these have less. Is that so?
No, the number of people may not be less, but the number of layers are less. Which means what it basically tries to say is that the management knows what is going on the field real time. Real time. So the lesser the number of layers, the more the management is there in the field. In fact, there were times when Ratan Tata used to go on marketing calls. With the marketing guys. Technical companies do that. You know, the second richest man in the world is Bill Gates. Or is it the richest? No, second richest after Amazon's this guy. But Bill Gates actually used to go on the field. Even recently. So what I'm trying to say is the lesser the layers are, the more the management is in the know of the field. That's all. In a product management, the layers might be more because the layers are dedicated to one product. So if you ask me whether the number of employees in a product management company is more and the number of employees in a functionally managed company is less, I don't think that is a comparative thing. It may not be. It is purely the focus of the top management in the bottom. So if you ask me whether the Hindustan Lever's MD knows what is happening in Lux, I don't know. If Hindustan Lever's MD knows what is happening with the 300 brands, may not know. But if you ask me whether Baiju Ravindran knows what is happening in the market in Mumbai, yes. That is all I'm trying to say.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So thank you very much. And we start with the chapter 2 next time. So you tell me when you're free.
So I'll let you know on WhatsApp.
Do that. Send me a message.
Yes, sir.
And I would prefer it if it is in the first half.
All right, sir.
And since I'm not doing much anyway, I am locked down. I will be. I'll be ready to take at any time in the first half.
Okay, sir. I'll let you know.
Right. So thank you very much. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
You too, sir.
Thank you,
We want to have
sir.
more sessions like these.
Thank you. Thank you. Chala. See you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Stay safe, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.